listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to UppTalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say UppTalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
Let's discuss regarding flows. Flow, what is a flow? Law. See, any application needs some particular path, right? Like someone has to define, like, first you need to get this screen. After that, you need to go to this particular screen. And after that, to another particular screen, right? Or else suppose if you have placed an order, you'll get an email notification, right, to your registered email address. Someone has to define, right, like somewhere. Someone has to define that after this delivery has done, you need to trigger some email. That is also a flow. There is, every business will be having a defined flow, right? Flow is nothing but a business defined path. Like how actually our case must progress. We must define that in a flow, correct? Any questions here? You might ask me that if it is a flow, is a business defined path, then what is a life cycle? We have discussed in the life cycle is actually similar to a flow, right? Flow is like a happy path. What I'm trying to say is like front end of a flow is a life cycle. The life cycle. When you are creating a life cycle, Pega itself will create a flow in the background. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is like whenever see in a life cycle, if you have add, this is called a stage, right? These are stages, right? Signing up, choosing a product, adding and cut. This is a stage in a life cycle. In each stage, you will be having few steps, right? First step is collecting info, right? Like that you might have some steps. This top one is a happy path. The below one is an alternative path, right? What we have discussed. This is what when you are configuring a life cycle, what Pega will do is like Pega will create a flow for that in the background. You understand what I'm trying to say. Pega would try to create a flow rule. Let me show you. You can easily understand. You just need to relate things from now. Till now we have discussed it. What is an activity? What is the data transform? What is the report definition? What is a section like that? Now we are going to relate everything like we are going to. I'm going to show you where each rules can be actually referred. Like you have created activity, but from where you will actually invoke that activity, from where it will the Pega rule will actually pick up. Those things we'll see now from flows only. See, we have a case steps here. Inside case step, we have assistance request. If I open one case step, assistance request, assistance request. See, this is the application lifecycle, right? Which we are discussing. Correct? Right. This is an application lifecycle. The top one is an happy path. The bottom one is an alternative path. You all agreed to this, right? We are all already saw these things, right? Any questions here? Application lifecycle. This is a stage. These are the steps. Each stage will have few steps. After the completion of these steps, it will go to the next stage. That is how it will work. Now, if you click here, you have this icon. It configures the process. If you click here, it will open the background of the application lifecycle. And this one, you will get open and you need to click on this open process. Here you have open process. If you click on the open process, it will open a flow rule. It will open a flow rule. See, you can see on the top here, there is a flow rule. The flow name is create form under scroll default. You can see there are few steps available in a flow. This is a first green icon is start shape. The red icon is the end shape between start and end shape. You have few steps, right? Some kind of boxes are there. These are nothing but steps. Here, if you saw, you have added few steps to your application lifecycle. Let me show you. See, there are. How many steps are there? There are 4 steps, right? Identify issue, enter customer information, identify location, identify vehicle. Similarly, these 4 steps are nothing but 4 assignment shapes in the background. See, identify issue, enter customer information, identify location, identify vehicle. Whenever you run this life cycle, whenever you create a case, it will come to identify issue, right? Initially, let me launch the portal. Whenever you run this one. Whenever see we are at identify issue, right? Identify issue is nothing but one step in a particular stage. That step is nothing, but this step is nothing, but this particular shape. This is an assignment shape. Any questions? That's how you have to identify is like see. Whenever you create a new life cycle, Pega will create a flow for it. If you have added one step here, Pega will add one more step to the flow here itself. It will add one more assignment, shape here. You understand what I'm trying to say? That assignment flow gets created automatically. Yes, these are correct. Based on the life cycle, these assignments will get created automatically. Now can we add like, as no kind of cases means where the true scenario, the flow will go this way. If we have a false scenario, then flow will go. You are asking about decisioning, right? Decision. This is a decision, right? Validate request. This is a decision icon. Let us open this particular flow. Now we are opening the create shapes flow. For this stage, we have opened a flow. Now for the next stage, let's open a flow. You have this icon here. Click on this icon. See, you have a decision shape. Click on the open process. See, you have a decision shape. And what you have configured here. If C validate request after that validating is completed, then it will change to rejection stage. If something wrong happens, it will change to rejection shape. Similarly, C validate request. If suppose everything is fine, it's good, it will go to the next stage. It will end this particular one. It will go to the next one, or else it will actually change to rejection stage. See, there is another color shape here. This is not the shape which you saw here. This is a green color shape. This is called assignment shape. Assignment shape. This is something different shape. Whatever you configure on a life cycle, that one will get created as a flow in the background. Is it clear? Any question? How actually Pega will create a flow? Actually, you can also create one flow. What Pega will do is like, once you have started modifying these flows, once you have started modify, suppose you have checked out this flow, you have added one assignment shape here and you have checked in this one. Now these changes will not reflect on life cycle. Will not reflect. The changes which you made in life cycle only will get reflected on flows. The changes which you made on flow will not get reflected on life cycle. And also whenever you modify these flows, what happens? You will lose the ability to make changes here. These, you understand what I'm trying to say. If suppose you have checked out here, you will have checked out here. Now you have added assignment shape. You have pointed this connector is there right here. Connected to this one N shape. Added like this. You have saved this one. I think we need to configure these things. You suppose if you are making some changes here in a flow level, these changes will not get reflected on case life cycle level. And once you modify anything on flow level manually, then you will lose the ability to make changes or life cycle. Then from every time you have to make changes on flow levels, on you understand what I'm trying to say. When you have modified anything over life cycle, that will get reflected over flows. Correct? Similarly, when you manually making changes like this to a flow level, then what happens? Those changes will not get reflected over life cycle, and you will lose the ability also. Like you cannot make any changes over here from next time. You have to make changes. Oh no flow levels. Always in flows, only directly. You understand it. What I'm trying to say. Can you explain one more time? Show me what I'm trying to say is like flow is nothing but a replica of life cycle, right? Whatever the changes you made in life cycle, those changes will automatically come in a flow. Correct? Suppose if you have added one more step here, that step will come in a flow here. The changes you have made in a life cycle will come in a flow. But if you have made changes in a flow, if you have made any changes in a flow, then those changes will not come in a life cycle. The Pega system will take precedence over life cycle. The Pega system will take precedence over flows, not on life cycle. Once you have started modifying flows on your own, Pega will not give a chance to modify over life cycle. Every time you have to make any change. If you want to add any step here, that one you have to do only in a flow level here. Here only have to add like this. You need not like you will lose the ability to add it like this. Like clicking here, and all you understand what I'm trying to say. We should never do the changes in the flows. Then no, actually in real time applications, we will only make changes in a flows because that is much more convenient while making a changes on life cycle. We can directly assign anything if you want to assign. and also for few applications. Life cycle itself will not be there. Then how actually they will? They will create a case. There will be one primary flow. See, life cycle is nothing but a flow, right? What they will do is like they will give one primary, like they will create one flow and they will give that flow as a primary flow to the Pega engine. See, whenever you create a case, whenever you are creating a case, what happens? Pega rule engine will work based on flow only. If you are trying to create any case, it will try to pick up flow only from the rules. From all the rule base, it will try to pick up flow. First of all, few applications will not have life cycle itself. They will directly create a flow rule. They will go to here records. They will go to process. They will directly create a flow rule and they will make that flow rule as a primary flow. Like they will add in some activities and all. They will try to invoke a case. You understand? Next time. What I'm trying to say is like application life cycle is nothing but a flow which was created by Pega. You and all the applications need might not have the life cycle. Few applications. When you click on the case types, now here you can see nothing. Nothing will be there on a case type. Then how actually they're creating a cases. They're creating a cases based on a flow. They will directly create a flow. They will invoke it. You understand it? Whenever you go and open your applications, if suppose there is no case type, then you don't get confused. They're creating a cases directly through flows. There will be some primary flow from that flow. They are going to define. If there is no life cycle, how to see the flow directly then? Actually case type will be there, but inside case step they will not configure the life cycle. You can see from here. They will open the case type record. See, this case type is also one rule. Case type is also one rule. They will open this case type. See, this is a case type rule. Case type rule. Inside this case type rule, you will have some primary flow. They will add that flow here over here. See, automatic launch process. Create stages like this. They will directly add. It will get invoked. Whenever you run this one, let me show you where they have it. What is the flow name? Create form underscore default, right? See, initialization stage. Is there right? They will initialize from here. This is a name they have given, and this is the first flow. You understand? Without case type also, you can create your cases. Any questions, guys? See, these things are not much required for you. But what application? Life cycle is nothing but your flow, which was created by Pega. Is it clear? Till this, any questions? If it's clear, we'll start discussing flow shapes. What are the different types of shapes? Are there some main important shapes we'll discuss in real time? You are saying that we can work on only directly on flow, right? Directly on flows. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@upptalk.com.